Hey everyone, Chris here, and today I wanted to share just a couple more quick things about doing instructional video. The first is screen resolution. I know that my screen resolution on my laptop is set pretty high, and then in my last office setup, I had an HD TV set up above that served as a second monitor, which was great for doing video because you had, well, the big HD monitor. It also was great for doing screen recordings um, because it was set to HD. It was 720, and it made it great because you could pull up apps to that monitor. I had it set above, and all of a sudden, the apps were taking so much more of the screen up, and all of the icons were bigger. Everything was easier to read, and so today's tip is when you're going to be doing a screen recording or a screencast of any type, drop the resolution of your screen down as low as is reasonable. I mean, some apps just won't function at too low of a resolution, but this makes the video that much more flexible, especially when it comes to mobile, because a lot of screens today are shrinking. You know, our TVs are getting gigantic, and then everything else we're consuming on tiny screens. So by dropping the resolution on what you're using before you hit the record button on Camtasia or whatever you're using, it really makes the video that much more flexible. So the second tip is tonight when you're watching TV or the next time you're watching TV, and you're looking for how uh, how the pros are doing their transitions, try a little trick, and it's going to ruin TV. Count as you're watching TV before there's a cut, um, and you know you'll have a whole scene go by, and you might see a cut every 10 seconds, every 5 seconds, and the audio still flows great, but you know the person goes, you know, from a wider shot to a close-up shot, or different perspective changes, and in your own educational video production, unless you're really going in on something that has to stay perfectly the same cut, um, making those variations and sort of changing the visual up just a tiny little bit as you're going makes a huge difference in learner retention, because just like I'm doing right now, this one long uncut video, it gets boring, which is why I make these short. Anyway, that's all for today, and I will talk with you tomorrow.